How you guys doing? This is Tuna Tech back with yet another video. This one's more gaming centric. So if you're into PC gaming, console gaming, whatever, gaming in general, and you haven't been living under a rock, you've probably heard of something called the Steam Deck. Now, I did a video, you can look it through my video catalog on the Steam Deck. I opened it up, checked it out. Very well made device. But it was only a matter of time before companies started to copy it and change its DNA and make it more something for them. But you're asking yourself, is there anything out there like that now? Well, today I am to show you guys this right here. This is the Asus ROG, Republic of Gaming, or Gamers, Ally. This is their take on the Steam Deck. Now, obviously, spec-wise, it's going to be better just because of its sheer age, but the Steam Deck was more optimized for that Steam OS, and it seemed to work really well with games, and they were getting a lot of support. This is based on Windows 11, so there's going to be some caveats, some pluses and minuses to this, but you know, just in general, this is the version that they sell at Best Buy right now. This is the Asus's ROG website right now. This has the AMD Z1 Extreme processor, which is based on the Zen 4 architecture with a 4nm process, 8 core, 16 threads, 24 megabytes total cache, up to a 5.10 gigahertz boost. It's also got the AMD Radeon graphics, AMD RDNA 3, newest integrated graphics. So it's not your NVIDIA 4070, but for a handheld unit, this is going to be fantastic. And its TDP is 9 to 30 watts. So depending on how much you want to overclock or power you want to push to it, is going to tell you how well your games will play. The display is 7 inches. It's 1920 by 1080, whereas I believe the Steam Deck was 720p. It's a 16:9 ratio, IPS. It's got a glossy display, Gorilla Glass Victus, touchscreen, 120 hertz refresh rate. Steam Deck did not have that. And it's got a 500 nits brightness, which again, the Steam Deck did not. And it's free. It's got FreeSync Premium built in. Memory, 16 gigabytes of LDDR5 on board, which is crazy. Also, 512 gigabytes of NVMe 4.0 to M.2 SSD. You got one 3.5mm audio jack, one ROG XG mobile interface, which is basically their proprietary connector, so you can install a external GPU if you really want that much more power. It does have DisplayPort 1.4. It does take UHS-III microSD card reader. It's got your ABXY buttons, D-pad, L and right, all Hall effect analog triggers, L left and right bumpers, view button, menu button, command center button, armory crate button, 2 assignable grip buttons, thumbsticks. It's got haptic feedback and a 6-axis gyro. For audio, you have AI noise canceling technology, high-res certification, Dolby Atmos, built-in array microphone, 2-speaker system with Smart Amplifier. And for network, you got Wi-Fi 6E, which when I connected it to my Wi-Fi, it did show my 6E, but I just connected it to 5G for now, just to get it up and running. It does support Bluetooth 5.2, 40 watt-hour battery, and then Type-C power supply, 65 watt. And then it does Aurora Sync, which is their LED system. It's about 1.34 pounds. And it comes with Xbox Game Pass. And for security, which is interesting, it does have a fingerprint reader in the power button. So that's kind of neat. So I know I blasted through those really quick, but the main thing is this right here. So as you can see on the box, you have what the device kind of looks like. You just have some general stuff here. You know, there is a cheaper version of this coming out. I think this is $699. I think the other one's going to be $499, but it's going to have a lower step-down processor and maybe a different screen. So you can tell I have it on. You can see it. If you see it's kind of going crazy because I think it's inside this packaging. Something's touching a button. But as you can see, you can hold it in your hand, and you have these LED rings around the joysticks here. You got your A, B, X, Y buttons and your D-pad. These are your buttons, your armory crate, menu button. And as you can see, I just kind of set it up, but you can see it's technically running Windows 11. So you click on it, you got your menu here. And then you got, I just turned it on, so I don't have much installed yet. I haven't got that far, but this is the device itself. These are your speakers right here, and from what I understand, the speakers are pretty good. The biggest downfall to this is once you're gaming, especially at anything over 20 watts, the battery life isn't stellar. You're looking at anywhere from 1 to 4 hours max. But you know, it does have an included power supply, and so you should be able, you know, if you're not taking it to travel, you can plug it in and charge it. So on the top, you have more of your triggers up here. You've got your power button with fingerprint reader. You got your volume buttons. This is that proprietary connector with USB Type-C and your display port. There's your microSD card slot and your headphone jack. Right here are your vents. And I think earlier when I was setting it up, the fan had already kicked on. Then on the back, you have more venting and more assignable buttons here. You can see on the side, it's got some curvature and some little holographic, I guess, shiny stickers. You got your information on the bottom there, just about, you know, serial number and all that stuff. And you have ROG at the bottom of the screen. So look, from first glance, just pulling it out of the box, comparing it to the Steam Deck I don't have with me right now, it is a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner, and the screen to me does look nicer. I don't know if it just sticks out because of the white around it, kind of makes the screen pop a little more, but either way, to me, it looks like a nicer screen. Also in the box, interestingly enough, I just noticed this, I don't know if it's something that people knew about, this is the top. On the inside of the top, they do have a little, it's just a plastic, but it's like a dock. So technically, it's like a paperish cardboard plastic thing. You can kind of just stick it in there and it kind of holds it up for you. Obviously, it's not a dock. There is a separate dock available for this. It's a power cable and all that in one. At the time of this writing on bestbuy.com, it was sold out, but I was told that a lot of those generic Amazon docks people bought for the Steam Deck will work for this, which kind of excites me because I think a dock hooked to a TV, being able to play some of these games instead of lugging around your desktop or, you know, anything else, could be quite interesting. So I like the sound of that. Also in the box, you have your 65-watt charger. So it is included. So you can use any other kind of charger that you can find, but 65 watts is going to get it charged probably the fastest. And here we have, looks like just your books, setup stuff, information on your warranty, and that's about it for the unboxing experience. Now, I have a couple things I want to say. So with this, there are very limited accessories. Like I said, there is a dock you can buy. I did not pick it up because I couldn't find it at the time of this, but it does. They also sell this carrying case. So the box is pretty tore up, but I'm going to take it open anyways and show you guys this. So the Steam Deck, I think if you pre-ordered a certain model, it did come with a case. This one does not come with a case, so be prepared to buy a third-party one if they're available, and or the official ROG one. So it's just a soft, I said ROG, whatever you want to call it, but it's a soft back case, protection enough, I'd assume. Inside, you have a book, so more beautiful reading you can do before you go to bed. Looks like you've got some storage for SD cards, maybe your power adapter, and then the ROG just kind of, if you see these little indents right here, I'm assuming the unit will go like this. Fits like that, and you zip it shut. So, is it rocket science? It's a case. Now, I don't want to leave this in here too long because it is powered on, but it does protect it. Obviously, if you're taking this somewhere, be prepared to be a little more safe with it. Maybe put it in addition to this nice protective case, maybe something else. And for all you guys who are interested, I know a lot of you guys say my videos are too long. I kind of breeze through those specs just to get to the actual unit. But it is nice in the feeling in the hand. It does look nice. And the fingerprint sensor, you know, works pretty well. But that is what that is. And if you, I believe you can change some of these lighting effects in the Armory Crate, which is their like little launcher. I don't know if it's set up to do that, but this is the Armory Crate. It says, welcome to your first use of Armory Crate. We're initializing the core services and components. Please wait just a minute. So while that's setting up, I'm gonna set this up right here to the side. of those of you guys who have purchased this already and do not have a case, I do have this extra ROG travel case. If you're interested, in the description of my video, there is an email address. Shoot me an email address. It's tuna.tech.inc@gmail.com. First person, what I'll do is I'll go through all my emails. I'll pick a random person. If I pick you, I'll respond back and ask for your address, and I'll ship this out for free. I don't need 2 cases, but if you guys have purchased one of these, I think they're about 40 bucks new, so I got 2 of them. So hit me up in the email. Let me know if you're interested in this. This is the ROG Ally handheld PC running Windows 11. It's got the brand new AMD Z1 Extreme processor with RDNA 3 graphics. Supposed to give the Steam Deck a run for its money. We shall see. I think just like ROG, or just like the Steam Deck, this will go through many iterations. It'll go through many software updates to even better it. Just a side note, I was reading before the purchase of this that they had some recent updates that actually made the performance go down. I'm not sure if that's to sacrifice the help with battery life, heat, I don't know. But I'll go through this, see what it's all about. You guys hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to send me an email if you're interested in a carrying case for the ROG Ally. Thanks for watching.